I wanted to jump on and just have a bit of a chat about what happened in the healing that I did, or the thing that I went to last night, which was about your soul contract. Now, at first, when he was explaining, this is one tribe in WA if you're interested, but he was explaining the meaning of a soul contract. And he said that he had a past life flashback that, his shamanic teacher this is, that he came to a point where he got killed and he retracted, right? His soul retracted. And he went into betrayal and all of those emotions just before he died. So basically, he then carried that through to following lives. However, he was so far advanced in that life that he may have ascended and completed the soul contract had he not have done that. So it was about discovering when that's happened in our past life or our past timeline, if you can call it that. And it was really strange. So first, when he was explaining it, it all came into me about my near-death experience. Because what happened was, when I was in that much like panic, frustration and fear, because I couldn't move and I couldn't breathe, it was like overloaded, and I surrendered, and then that's when all the peace came through. And so I don't know what it was, but when he explained it, it was like all this emotion washed over me, like that's what happened to me. You know, that was the retract or surrender moment. But I surrendered. And what's even funnier is just on Saturday, I was talking to a girl who said, I feel like I died after my NDE. And this is just I'm stuck in this like afterlife loop, because, well, not even a loop, but like a constructed reality that I've created, but I'm actually dead. Because my entire life has changed since then. Like, I woke up a different person. And so she mentioned about walk-ins. She said sometimes, and specifically during a traumatic event, the soul that is in the body can tap out and go, whoa, can't handle this. And a more advanced soul or another soul can jump back into the body and continue on. What's so funny about this is I then listened to a talk about it just on YouTube, and they mentioned that you can all of a sudden be interested in different things. You can like different things. You can dress differently, talk differently, think differently, all of the things, because technically you're a new soul in your body. However, because the body holds the memory, and see, all this is like clicking into place, because the body holds the memory, that soul's still got all your memory of the person that you were. And so, you know, my husband is very much like, yeah, you're not the person that you were. And I don't think I am either. I don't like any of the music. I don't dress the same. I'd say personality traits. No, they've changed quite significantly too. And especially now, but even like instantly. It's so weird. Anyway, so last night we're doing this thing, and he does a shamanic journey and takes you back to when this happened, right? And, you know, I was thinking like I was going to be, you know, a witch burned at the stake or whatever. But the imagery I got was very different. So I was leading a whole heap of children off, like, to the edge of it's like a cliff sort of thing. And the knowing within me was all of these children were ascending off this planet. The planet was ending. The planet was in its last moments of existence, and I was taking all of these children to save them, to ascend them. And what happened in that very moment is forces came and wiped us all out, like me and the children. And I felt what happened in my soul contract. Well, that soul retracted and adapted the belief that it couldn't help anyone, that it was going to destroy lives, that people shouldn't put their faith in it because it would lead them on the wrong path. It would lead them to destruction. My heart's going mental. And what's so incredible about all this is children, because not only have I fought tooth and nail saying, against being a healer, and that term even is, but against, helping people progress when I know I've got the tool. It's in me, but for some reason, it's I couldn't do it. So this made sense on so many levels. There's another thing though. I'd never wanted to have children. And the reason is I always thought I was going to fuck up their life. And so having my son, one of the girl on the weekend mentioned as well, she said, I was avoiding my daughter a lot because it was showing me something that I needed to see. And I said, well, I feel like I can't connect with my son in the way of wanting to spend time, wanting to be this influence in his life, because it's almost like I'm and this is why it's all connected. It's all because I think I'm going to fuck up his life because of this soul contract. And it's funny because, there's parts of me or some people that won't believe in, this, the way the events form, but how I've come to realize things happen in this reality is that it's going to be created on the pathway that you're connected with. So because I'm connecting with this shamanic spirituality stuff, that's where it's all being uncovered for me in a way that makes sense through that. So if somebody else was connected through religion, they might learn this lesson in a completely different way, or they might have a dream where God tells them, or they might, it's all different. And none of it's wrong. It's all just filtered through our belief system and our perception of things, which is incredible. And so it's really changed a lot because it's reconfirmed also. It's just a belief. It's just a belief that we aren't who we think we are. We are already that. And it's just magic. And it's funny. It's so funny. Non-duality, right? The ones that are going on, I can't remember what it's called. The ones I spoke to about in a couple of other videos. Unconditional non-duality or something like that. They call it liberation. That's not it. I mean, everyone's exactly where they're supposed to be, but be very careful if you're watching those people and you're listening to this, and this will only resonate with those who I'm meant to be saying it for. The ego is extremely good in creating and constructing a reality that for you to live in. That's pretty much what it does. And so this feels very different. And everyone is exactly where they should be, and including me saying this right now for the people who need to hear it. I'm just saying, use discernment. If it doesn't feel like unconditional love, then it probably isn't. If it doesn't feel like ascension and awareness and expansion, then it probably isn't. This guy, which is backwards, I am that. That looks really funny backwards. But it's Maharaji, and this is it. I get it. We are already that. It is only beliefs in front of what we think we are. So we are this, right? We are this. And then we put all these beliefs in front, and then we're looking this way. So we need to remove all of this stuff for us to look and go, oh my God, I'm already what I was searching for this whole time. And it's true. But it's not about getting it from external. It's not about raising your vibration through this and that and this and that. And, there's nothing wrong with those things. They give us the belief within ourselves that we can do it. Because everything is a belief. The ego is a constructed belief system that holds all these beliefs, thinking that it's, it was created so that we didn't have to get up and learn how to walk and talk every day. But what it's done is it's really just gone, oh, I'm going to help you with this. Oh. And it's locked in all of these things that are just on autopilot. And the massive one is the thoughts. And so it's uncovering, it's removing all of the layers, all of the beliefs that have been put in front of that which you already are, which will lead us to liberation. Oh my God, my heart feels so good. Thank you.